It's another year for the Olympic Games, and as you might have heard, LA will be hosting the next Olympic and Paralympic Games in 2028. As an event that will attract millions of visitors globally, it will be important to have a decent public transportation network to serve them. Today, let's talk about the transit projects in LA and whether the city's transit system is ready for the 2028 Olympic Games. First, we will look at transit projects currently under construction in LA. We will start with the East San Fernando Valley Light Rail. The line starts from Selmer San Fernando Station on the Metrorail Antelope Valley Line and ends at Van Nuys Station on the Metro Busway G Line, running along Van Nuys Boulevard and San Fernando Road. The line will be 9.2 miles long and consist of 14 stations. The project has secured funding, and the first phase between Van Nuys G Line Station and Van Nuys Fernando Road Station will start construction in 2024, with an estimated cost of $3.6 billion. Unfortunately, it is scheduled to open after the Olympics in 2031. Another transit project in LA is the D Line, aka Purple Line subway extension. The extension starts from the existing terminal at Wilshire Western and will extend 9 miles to Westwood VA Hospital with 7 new stations. Section 1 between Wilshire Western and Wilshire La Cienega started construction in late 2014. Section 2 between Wilshire La Cienega and Century City Constellation broke ground in April 2017, and Section 3 started construction in May 2021. The 3 sections are expected to finish in 2025, 2026, and 2027, respectively. These 2 transit projects will use $710 million of the $900 million federal funding awarded to LA for transportation improvements before the Olympics. Besides these 2 projects, LA is also working on the foothill extension of the A Line, the Southeast Gateway Line, Phase 2 of the E-Train East Side Transit Corridor, the C Line extension to Torrance, etc. For the sake of time, I will not go into detail on each of these projects. The project that was most interesting to me was Brightline West, a high-speed rail line that will connect LA and Las Vegas. The line will be 218 miles long with a speed of 180 and 200 miles per hour. The travel time between LA and Las Vegas will be 2 hours and 10 minutes. Construction started this year and is expected to open before the Olympics, though I doubt it will open on schedule. Another flaw of the project is the high-speed rail line currently will not be reaching downtown LA. Instead, it will be ending at Rancho Cucamonga, a commuter rail station served by the Metrolinx San Bernardino line. It will reduce the time saved since passengers will have to transfer to a commuter rail train to reach downtown. Next, we will look at how well served are the city's transit hubs, major destinations, and venues proposed for the Olympics. The region's largest and major airport is LAX, and is expected to welcome both domestic and international guests. The airport is in proximity to the Metrorail Sea Line, though it is 2.4 miles away and requires a shuttle to access. However, an automated people mover is expected to open before the Olympics in 2026 to connect the Metrorail and the airport terminals. Another airport in the area is the Hollywood Burbank Airport. The airport primarily serves domestic flights. The airport is served by rail service from Amtrak and Metrolinx, Ventura County Line. There are other airports in the region, but I will not be covering them for the sake of time. LA's main train station is the Union Station. The station is a hub for Amtrak's intercity trains, Metrolink Commuter Rail, Metrorail, and Metro Busway. In the future, it will also be served by the California High-Speed Rail and Brightline West. Union Station will be an important destination for visitors arriving by trains and is served well by both intercity and intracity transit. Speaking of the venues for the Olympic Games, some sports have yet to decide the location, but as of June and July 2024, 21 locations are confirmed. Each location is made up of single or multiple venues. There are 3 locations in downtown LA, including 7 venues, the Media Village, the main press center, and an entertainment street. All of them are well served by Metrorail. The Valley Sports Park will be served by the Metro Busway G line. The Dignity Health Sports Park will include 4 venues and will be accessible by Metrorail A line or the Metro Busway J line. 5 venues will be located in the city of Long Beach, 2 of them with direct access to the Metrorail A line. The other 3 will require a transfer to another mode of transportation to reach. 5 venues will be located in the area of West Side. 3 of them are served by Metrorail. 1 is expected to be served by the Metrorail speed train extension, currently under construction, and 1 is served by buses. 3 venues and the International Broadcast Center will be located in Southern California. The Broadcast Center is served by the Metrorail B line. 1 of the venues is directly served by the Metrolink Rail. 1 has Metrolink lines passing through with no nearby stations, and the other does not have rail access. In conclusion, LA's public transit could take you to most major destinations a visitor will go to, and the locations for the Olympics, currently confirmed, are mostly well-served in public transit, with only a few exceptions. I'm happy that LA decided to get people to the games by transit instead of causing a traffic nightmare by having people to drive to them. However, I will make a few suggestions to make things even better. To better connect the Frank G. Bonelli Regional Park, I suggest adding stations on the Metrolinx, San Bernardino, and Riverside lines. I would also suggest extending Brightline West into LA Station by building a new corridor or improving the existing San Bernardino line for high-speed train operation. To better serve the venues in Long Beach, I suggest an extension of the Metrorail A line along Long Beach's waterfront to serve the Belmont Veterans Memorial Pier and Long Beach Marine Stadium. One thing I want to add is that these stations near venues should be designed to handle a high volume of passengers, which will be expected during the Olympics. Other than transit, I also would suggest improving bike lanes and pedestrian walkways to make the city more walkable and bike-friendly. This would help a lot for short-distance trips. The improvements to public transit, bike lanes, and walk paths will reduce car traffic and emissions in LA, both during the Olympics and for the many decades after the Olympics. So, what do you think about LA's transit plans for the Olympics? Do you think LA's public transit is ready for 2028? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about urban planning and public transit, help me by hitting the subscribe button and share this video with your friends. You can check out this playlist for more content on these topics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in that playlist.